it detracts from his bonus action unless he's
Yeah.
just like, well, I'm looking for something to do. You
I'm
take it. You
not.
know?
As much as I'm a performance bard, Neo is like when it gets time to do the stuff, we do the stuff, and it gets done, and
Well,
that's part
I'm
of
just
his
saying that
intrigue.
Tim's campaign suffers from too
Oh,
many support people.
right?
You
I
know,
like
Yeah.
like too
I
many
like
people
eventually.
being like,
Don't
"Let's
worry,
help."
don't worry. I'll throw some more intelligent stuff at you guys. Although William and LeBeau are pretty good for that.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I'm dumb as a box of rocks.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'll tell you what right now. I'm not gonna say what. I was telling Dark Spirit earlier, but you guys came in. Kieran messaged me the other day about Vastan. Within the first few minutes of my next session, it's gonna be nuts.
Uh-oh.
All
Just
right.
insane. Just insane. I can't say any more than that. You'll find
Yeah,
out
no,
within
you
like the
can't.
first few
You can't
seconds.
ruin it for
But
me because I have an image of Vinny in my mind.
I know. Oh, jeez. Of course.
gonna be-
Hold on. I just. Because I want to and I don't at the same time. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're live. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to The Wayward Ones. Thank you for joining us on this fine mid-40s day that we had in central New York with sun. I mean, if you don't live here, you don't understand just the positivity that you feel. It's glorious. Anyways, let's see here. You know what? Too sharp. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a d6 before we get this started? I want to know what the weather's going to be like, and I'm going to make you guys roll for this shit from now on.
Got a 1.
A 1. Alrighty. So, Noctua. As we left off, you were following the southern path. You were going north, but you were on the south side of the Truscan Vale in Wildmounts. You were previously, you guys had a favor from a druid, and she transported you via trees from the wooded marshes of Oth down through the depths of the Sirios Mountains, and you guys appeared on the west side. Well, from you, it would be more northwest in the Siren Green Forest. You ventured on for a day, I believe, and during your first watch, a couple of werewolves, like off the distance, came running by, and another group chasing them, pretty much slaying the werewolves, although I believe it was Dorspira that got caught in the middle of a fireball that was thrown by a pallid elf named Varys. Defusing... Yeah, Varys. V-A-R-I-S.
Okay.
Diffusing the situation. You guys met Chip Halloway, the captain in the Darrington Brigade. Tracker extraordinaire. Just a fine guy. You met Dara Johnson. She was a human archer. You met another female named Hete. She was a blonde wood elf. A little ditzy. Total fun. And then Varys, the pallid elf, which is some sort of spellcaster. And the
Chip
last
was human,
one,
right?
The last one was... Who was?
Chip was human, right?
Chip was a human, yes.
Okay, just checking.
A rugged man, you know, like chiseled jaw, like that 5 o'clock shadow, like that constant 5 o'clock shadow. Actually, during the night watches, he would have lit a cigar, you know, and that crossbow with the skull never left his side. Mm-hmm. And the last one that was in that group was Palas. He was a human, and he was more playing the stubborn fighter, stubborn young guy role. He was about business, where Chip was intrigued by finding more.
And that was Paula?
Palas, P-A-L-L-A-S.
Palas. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you guys ventured with them another day after that night. that's when, as you're exiting the Siren Green Forest, and it kind of like swells like almost like a delta, you know, you start to see the rise of Diastock, which it's not a plateau, but Diastock is a city built on a flat hill. To the left of you, as you're walking to the Jewel Gates, you see those gray spikes of the Sirius Mountains, and all of you can see several watchtowers, a couple of like wood built and a couple stone built watchtowers in the Sirius Mountains that just kind of overlook the skyline of Diastock. As you approach the gates, the forest breaks into a fine cobblestone road. Ahead of you are 10-foot high walls on the edge of this, I want to say it's a plateau, but that's not the way it's described. But there's 10-foot perimeter walls. In them you can see not actual gems, but brilliant colors. Actually, for you of the Menagerie Coast, this almost brings like a false sense of hopefulness as you start to see bright colors. You are met at the gates. Well, not stopped, by a series of guards in silver plate mail with red adornments, where they just have a couple of them have their great swords in their hilts, full helmet on, and just start peering you down, and you see Chip. Yeah, these are Crown's Guard, and you can see Chip just walks over to one, shakes his hand. Roll me a perception check, please.
Who? Everyone?
Yep. Everyone that's there.
For clarification, I look like me, but normal elven skin color, like half elf ear.
Okay.
My normal ears, but like they look like half elf ears, but just more regular skin tone.
You look more like Connell.
Yeah, a little bit more like Connell. Better looking, but
okay.
Only because he's not here. Only because 21 for me. I'm just as
21?
perceptive as Connell.
All right. Alton?
Just a 12 here.
Okay.
And then 18 for me.
All right. Dorspira and Quinn. As Chip kind of like jumps off of the group and goes up and goes to shake this guard's hand, you can see him just the ever little view of a coin pouch leave his hand and meet the guard's hand.
Can I estimate how much is in there? How much he's bribing him?
Make an investigation check.
Natural 20 for 24.
Being that he hit it in his hand, it appears
I'm not looking for exact numbers. I'm just curious.
It wouldn't be more than probably 10 gold max, depending on the sag of it, but you can't make out. I mean...
and I can't make out this guard's face? No discernible marks versus everyone else?
He's got blue eyes and a mustache, from what you can see underneath his helmet.
Blue eyes. There's a blue-eyed, mustached guard that will take a 10 gold bribe.
And as Chip hands that off and kind of walks back towards you, like meets up with you, he doesn't just like right face and walk to you. He just glances off and walks towards the gate, and you guys merge together. You both can see that guard look over to several of the other guards that are at the gate and be like, hey, over there, that check and you turn your heads, and you can see a group of merchants coming in, probably several hundred feet behind you. And the guards start walking in their general direction.
Chip, is our presence here not wanted?
Well, it's not that. It's just what we have in our bags here. I might bring a raise to these crown guards. So,
Understood. Just want to make sure that we're not causing any unnecessary trouble.
it's not so much about you. I mean, they generally just let people come in and out of this city at any given time. The war is, that's breathing heavy to the east. We are quite far from it.
Just wanted to make sure.
So you guys make it through the jeweled gates of Diastock. And you're greeted, like I said, these roads that you're walking on are fine cobblestone. Wedged nice. It's almost elegant to walk on, as you don't like accidentally twist your ankle on a difference of stone pitch. But you guys continue through to the guarding grounds, and this is mainly residential, and it's mostly like a modern wooden Tudor feel. But you continue through this district for I'd say probably 30 minutes, and then the atmosphere changes abruptly. Even with the spattering of like rain that's lightly pelting your bodies, you can see you come to this plaza of just merchants galore. The smells are magical. Immediately you can pick up one lady to the right is the best apples in the Val with nature's syrup on them, and she's selling like honey coated candied apples, and you see another guy off with these thick pelts drying. Protect yourself, winter is nearly here. Best coats in Diastock. And you continue around. There are meat vendors and spice vendors. You come across several wine vendors. Yes.
I'm gonna go pick up at least one apple for Marlo.
Okay. A copper piece is what they cost.
Okay. All right, so I'll pick up one for everyone. So.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, hey, Georgia, get this cooking. And she yells back, and you can see behind like a couple little humanoid creatures, start rustling. She hands you 5 honey-coated apples.
And you hand them out to everyone.
But there's all kinds of things happening on here, despite the rain. And that's when you make it to on the opposite side of the Bursar Plaza. You come to this 4-storied mansion with steel spiked gates. Chip looks at you. You can see on the 3rd story of this mansion, like on the back corner as you're walking up, there's definitely some construction going on. And the building looks a lot longer, than the massive width that it is, but you can peek off, and it looks like they're always heading on. Behind these steel bars, you can see what probably was sometime a garden. By there's some herbs growing through the fence, and a tomato plant here or there, like a grapevine tomato plant just growing up. But now is a training ground. There's all kinds of wooden dummies and like a big, huge sand pit. And in there, you can see a silver dragonborn and what looks like a younger humanoid. And he's just... The humanoid takes a swing, and you see the dragonborn in one swoop just grab his arm and swing him around and drop him right in the sand. You see the guy, and as the mentor gives the lesson, Chip pulls out a ring of keys, unlocks gate, pushes in. Well, I'll say, I hope this is just the beginning of our story, but welcome to the Darrington Brigade. And he kind of leads you in. Paulus and Dara just kind of push past you and walk into the front gates. Tushar, you see this eclectic group of individuals. Now you know Chip, the human cowboy, and Dara is the human. She's hunched, weird, socially distant, but Hate, Paulus, and Varys, you know all of them. But you see this, what, you guys want to give your descriptions?
I was going to say, you want to do a quick description?
Yeah, we'll do everybody now. So,
sure. Do you want to do Marlowe and Connell, or?
Oh, Connell can do his when he comes in. Marlowe, one of the ones you see is a very colorful halfling female. A little bit darker skinned than what you're used to seeing in the Truscan Val or the Empire. Cheery.
The other one's just a scruffy half-elf.
Yeah, scruffy half-elf. You've seen, hundreds of these in your time.
Alton, you want to go first?
Of course. You see a tall, gangly human, aged, lengthy beard, and you just know he's a wizard. You can just tell. He's got that look about him. He's the quintessential wizard type, aged, Northern European descent, and looks like every wizard from a novel you've ever heard of.
Dumbledore had a baby.
Exactly.
What's your
I don't have a third reference, but if I did, it would be hilarious. And I think that's it. Other than that, he's decked out in shades of blue.
What's your passive perception? And your
Mine?
passive investigation, Tushar.
I beg your pardon.
Tushar.
Yeah.
What's your passives? I gotta write them down.
13 perception, 13 insight, 9 investigation.
Okay.
I
So,
have to write down too.
alright. The colors vaguely resemble
What?
a monastery that is spread without Exandria, known as the Cobalt Soul. Sorry, who's next?
Dospira?
Alright, so I'm Drospira. I am a pallid elf, so I am whiter than white. I have black eyes. I'm 6 foot tall, pretty well maintained. I'm gonna not comb over, but I can't think of the haircut. Maybe Tim when he comes to Wait, no, they were
Side,
described.
we have like the same haircut, like the
Yeah.
side shave
The side shave,
over
yeah.
the side, one over to the other
Yeah.
side.
The Gavin McGinnis.
Yeah.
I don't know,
That's a bad
quintessential
reference.
emo cut.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty well built. I have on full plate armor. I have a blue cape, and everything on me glows. Oh, and before I forget to, I have a little owl that just chills on my shoulder. That's wooden. It has gemstones for eyes that also faintly glow. So I just kind of give up this weird aura at all times. And also, I look very pensive about everything. Like I look like I'm kind of confident, but also not confident at the same time. It's kind of this weird zone that I live in.
Sure. Well, what you would see right now is a half elf. Somewhat similar haircut to Dorspira. We'll say black hair right now. Little, except half elf ears. Maybe like a little small goatee. Has a little bit of red in it. Full plate mail armor, but though probably not like any plate mail you've ever seen. It fits a little tighter around the body, a little snugger. Black cloak with red on the inside. The armor is dark, like iodized steel and red. Kind of a tabard thing going on, but you can see that like it's really mostly cloth from like the waist down, and it's kind of built into the armor on the top part. I have like a crescent moon in a gem on the center of my armor. I have a shield on my back. Probably all you see right now.
And Tushar, why don't you give your description? You guys see this dragonborn in the training yards.
So what you would have witnessed is a 6'7" tall, very well built, silver dragonborn who just tossed a guy, telling him he needs better defense, and just shining, even when it's raining, just glistening because he's so silver. You haven't seen something like that before. But he just has this presence. He doesn't have any armor on except for like these tattered, almost shorts that go just above his knee. So just scales, silver and bluish scales. Got these horns coming off his head, going back, with these bluish spikes going down from like the top of his head all the way down his back. And he has a war hammer down by his side on the ground right now because he's doing hand to hand. I think that's it.
Awesome. So as you guys enter this building, this mansion, immediately you are bombarded with 3 older dogs that just like come up and start like licking you and like rubbing up against you.
No, down. No,
And this probably late 50s, 60s gentleman, Chip. How's it, guys? Was it successful? And Chip has a conversation with him, pretty much saying that from what you hear, they didn't get them all, but a dent is a dent. And you assume they're talking about the werewolves in the Siren Green Forest. So, you brought friends. My name is Lawrence. I am Tarrington's partner and co-founder of the Darrington Brigade. Where are you guys from?
A pleasure to meet you, sir.
It's always a pleasure.
I'll extend my hand. My name is Quinn.
Quinn.
I hail, though I'm traveling from the south, I hail more north, up past, look at my map. Just more north.
Yeah, well, that's fine. We are here at the brigade. Experience all variety of backgrounds. It is very diverse.
I can see that. These are my companions, Alton Thornbach. He is a member of the Cobalt Soul.
Well, nice to meet you.
Greetings.
Fine lad here is Dorspira.
The whole time, by the way, Dorspira's been trying to find a window because he's really skeeved out that another person glows like him. Because that silvery thing was like, what the fuck, man?
He's a bit distracted today.
At that time, Dushar, you walk in from a side door, and the individual that you were having a field day with just kind of scatters off to the back. And this room is 4 stories open from the floor to the ceiling, with balconies all the way around, and you can see rooms just scattered around. To the back left corner, from like if your back was to the front door, there is a daring sun, and it has a little design above the door that emblem that symbolizes a sun, but the way the daring sun is spelt, it's like almost like flames. To the right, it looks like there is a hallway to what opens up to some kind of mess hall.
These are our companions, Connell and Marlowe.
Oh, well, hello, welcome. I'm guessing by Chip bringing you in that you are friends and interested in a mission, and for that,
I just look over at Alton.
I have to get the boss. I will be back in just a couple minutes, and he exits, and if no one stops. You guys are all now in this open chamber. If there's anything you
Just
like...
so we're all clear, I will not tolerate poachers. And I would ask for some degree of loyalty here.
Oh, God.
I understand that you may see some very tempting offers in a group such as this, but you must remember where your roots are.
I just look over at Tushar if he's still there. So you look strong. Could you just crush my head so I don't have to listen to this anymore?
Yeah.
Excuse me, are you talking to me? You're awfully shiny, but I was actually gonna go to the mess hall. And he looks for where Lawrence went, and he starts walking towards the mess hall.
Okay.
Alton, we're not going to leave you or abandon you. I think they're looking to hire all of us. Now, my question to you is that what we're doing?
We are incredibly ahead of schedule. Like, in a way that if I had known when we had left, it would be impossible to be this far right now. We have 4 months before I even care about when the stars start to align, and even that, it could be 6 months. I don't know.
I've never heard of the Darrington Brigade.
No. I don't think your journeys haven't brought you here.
I have a book that I've read is of a previous generation, let's say the OGs, if you will.
All right.
But other than that, I thought it was myth until we met them.
I was
Is
gonna
that
say,
the-
are they the real?
Trials and tribulations of.
That's correct.
All right.
That's in my collection. I thought it was fiction until now. It still might be.
Yeah, I don't know these guys. Look.
Have you? I've found this new
Right.
book by an author called Elron. Stunning.
I mean, that Dragonborn looks pretty real, but I don't know. That chip guy, he seems like a real idiot.
We need to keep him alive. If
I mean,
just
it wasn't suggesting we kill him.
well, no, I mean, we need to keep him close.
Right?
I think it's important to make the DM
Keep talking in that accent as much as possible.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Agreed.
sorry. I didn't know where I was going with that.
That's fair. That's fair.
I love you all. I'm sorry.
Darth are you all right? What are you doing?
I'm still like you see him just intent on wherever this Dragonborn goes. He's like, what the fuck is this bullshit? This is my shtick. I'm the strong, shiny one, not him.
Oh, so you're following him.
Yeah.
I'll follow Darth into the mess hall then.
Hey.
I see him wandering off. I'm like, Darth wait, don't come back.
Is this your hell, by the way? Stuck between me and Alton? With
Yes.
Well, I won't be left alone, so the rest of us will follow slowly.
Alton, as you're the last one to walk down the hallway into the mess hall, you catch the glimpse of a pale, young human, brown hair, and like an off-white tunic, very light leathery, and a little bit of like not a cape, like a cloak, like a dark red cloak, just scatter down the hallway and beat through directly to the door as you just you take the step into the hallway and you look back and you see him just come down this hallway or the stairway, run through the great hall and just go out the door. You all enter into this very large mess hall. Picnic style tables just lined it, probably 5 deep and 4 or 5 rows. You see some people that look like they could be adventurers, but a majority of them seem poor.
Like commoners of sorts.
Not even.
Not even okay.
Almost like this is a refuge. A soup kitchen kind of feel.
So there's food being served.
Yes, there is food being served. It is late dinner by now from your journeys. Yeah.
Darth, where are you going? What are you? And I'm just following behind.
I'm gonna go to the nearest table I can to stare at him, but mind you, it's me. So put yourself about 2 tables closer than you think you should. It's like always imagine I'm a middle school boy looking at the first hot girl he's ever seen.
Too sharp.
It's a dragon boy.
Yeah.
You can immediately feel this group that you've seen gravitating in your general direction. Almost you definitely know you're being followed. It's not a feeling. You can see them almost walk 5 steps. You stop, look back. They continue following.
I will. Quinn will walk up and sit down at the same table with Tushar and be like, "I apologize for my friend. I don't think he's ever seen one of your kind before."
Should I ask him if he knows where there are any toffees?
You don't have any?
No, I have a few, but you can never have too many.
Okay, we can go into town later and get you some more toffees. I'm sure there's plenty.
Thank you.
No problem.
He's
Will you ask him if he knows where you could get them?
He can, Alden. He can hear you. Ask him yourself.
he's not even paying attention that they sat down. He has this big bowl of soup and like a loaf of bread, and he's just like gulping, puts it down, wipes. You guys new in town?
Yes, we are.
That's it. You guys here
Yes.
for business, pleasure?
We dabble in all sorts of things. Business often. And I look over at Darkspear, pleasure occasionally.
Is he the quiet one?
Yeah, he's the quiet one.
Does the old guy always babble a lot? Or is it,
Oh god, yeah. Every day.
Seems to be
In
the thing.
Draconic, I'm going to respond.
I often babble and stammer, and sometimes I start a sentence. Don't know where it's going
I
until
didn't understand a word of that.
He holds up his glass to you and takes a drink without even saying anything.
I didn't understand a word of that, but I'm sorry.
That's about the way it sounds.
And about this time, man, do we want to break real quick now and wait for? No.
He's not gonna be in until like 10. He was
No,
gonna be
no,
until like
he-
10:30.
He said like about 20 minutes ago. He said he was only 15 minutes away, so theoretically he should be like setting up now.
Man.
Okay.
So,
And we can dick around for another 5 minutes.
yeah.
We can
Is
get
there
pull this out as long as you want.
Oh god, yeah.
is there any? Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry for interrupting.
Yep. No, it's fine. Yep, go ahead. Okay. We were kind of at the end of that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think we hit the punchline. I think we
Hold
did.
on. You, Darkspear, come here. Darkspear, come here.
I walk on over.
Sit down. Do you arm wrestle? I look at Tushar.
Oh, here we go. I'm undefeated.
Yeah.
He's
He
undefeated.
He sits directly across from you.
Not me. By all means, I'm still a fighter, but I'm not that kind of fighter. I'm quick, not strong. But Darkspear here, he's been undefeated in every arm wrestling match he's had.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
Side note, I won a whopping 1 arm wrestling match, just so we're clear.
Darkspear, stop. Okay.
No, this is out of character. He has no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
All right. So you guys are gonna arm wrestle.
I'll
yes.
Yep.
should I be taking notes?
No. Do you think he's gonna win? That Dragonborn looks swole as hell.
I've never seen something so large and silvery. But I've seen Dragonborn before.
Well, he's big stretch and puts his arm down.
I'll put a silver on Darkspear if you think the Dragonborn's gonna win.
I'm gonna cheat and channel divinity on myself.
Oh, wait, do I have anything for that?
You see.
Can I roll a
hold on.
Pathfinder-based appraise?
I will put my hand on Darkspear's shoulder and cast guidance.
At this time, the Pallid Elf that you saw before is
So
going
you got
to.
Spear, you got a D4 from me.
He is going to come by with a bottle of wine
Ooh.
and a bunch of glasses. And as he walks by, I think Connell's the only one that would see this, or maybe Alton would. He kind of like puts his hand on the back of Tushar, and he's going to cast Enhance Ability on you.
Oh, here we go.
So you have advantage on all strength checks.
Good wine. This is great.
He's gonna pour a bunch of glasses of wine and hand them to you, and look you in the eye, Dorspear, and be like, "If I knew you were there, I wouldn't have done that. Please take my apology."
Well, he helps the opponent.
God, I wish I were like a cool, charismatic character. I have so many like intimidating things to say, but I'm just a Choco Taco here, so I'm just gonna.
Depends the charisma-based caster.
What? Yeah, I'm charismatic because I'm so awkward. That's how this works.
Yeah, well, awkwardly intimidate him.
I know. I'll try and do my best smolder, but it's gonna come more out of like a.
Like you're hitting on him?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Like you're gazing lovingly into his eyes?
Yeah, it comes off way wrong.
And
And then you see Chip enter the mess hall.
Chip.
As he's looking over, and he sees that there's about to be arm wrestling competition of sorts. And he says, "Oh, well. Oh, boy." Pulls out a pouch. He sees the silver on there. He drops 2 gold. Dushar says, he's I put my money on him any day. I don't know. Is that too rich for your blood there?
I'll put 2 gold down.
Okay.
100%. I'll put 3 gold down.
Takes a big drag off a fat cigar out of the corner of his mouth. Blows the smoke. Matches your bet. You got it, son. As he kind of pats, Tushar's shoulder. Goes to the opposite table. And he doesn't sit on the seat because he's one of those guys. He kind of stands on the seat, sits on the table, elbow on the knee. Oh, this is just great. Reminds me of so many stories I could tell you.
I slap Connell's hand while he tries to steal the gold. Like, no.
Go ahead and both roll me a strength check. Athletics? No, strength. Strength.
Oh.
I think strength makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud. You got that D4, don't forget it.
And Tushar, you're with advantage.
Well, yeah, I lost my advantage because I was hoping you were gonna call an athletics check. I was banking on that. That's why I channeled divinity.
All right, well, he got you.
Didn't do it.
Also, Connell's sleight of hand is going to be a +11 for something that he's going to steal
Yeah.
tonight.
All right.
And he'll steal it.
That is a 23 for me.
Tushar, what was yours?
We just do the regular strength stat, like the plus, and then whatever
Yep.
we roll for them.
Yep.
So I got a
Extra modifier.
17.
17. So as you interlock your hands at the
Over
thumb,
the top. Over the top, excited.
immediately Tushar, what appears to be not a super physically intimidating person. You grab his hand and they say go, and he has you halfway to down, puffing and breathing, force it up just a little bit, and he brings it back down. Go ahead and roll me another one.
Do I get guidance on all these, or is this just one?
That's just the first one.
Concentration. Is it only on the one?
Yeah. I think it's only...
It says concentration up to a minute?
For your next
then the
roll.
spell ends. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay, no problem.
On now. Although, hypothetically, do I have to touch him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I,
No
can
biggie.
I go behind him and slap him on the back and do it again?
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Oh boy, we're about to get caught.
Like, what do we
sleight
do?
of hand.
Want it in blood?
18?
We gotta cheat
18?
now.
All right. Roll D4. 30 spirit.
Sweet.
Not that you need it.
Oh no, I needed it. This is bad. We're coming back. We're coming back. That was in 10.
A 10?
Oh yeah.
4? Ooh.
Too sharp?
Yeah.
I rolled a 22.
22. So, as you, just look into this, the eyes, the black eyes of this pallid elf, it's like a 90-degree rotation. It's like going from dawn to sunset. As now you see, a bead of sweat pouring down the elf's face as his muscles are shaking, and you may have been caught off guard, but you won't go down that easy. It's not your style.
Ooh, just gonna do some gravity manipulation. I'm down for this.
What's up?
May I adjust density?
Spirit, if you win this, I'll pray to your god.
You already are.
No, not.
Alright, so as an action, you can magically alter the weight of one object or creature you can see within 30 feet of you.
Oh, man.
Okay.
So I want to double it and reduce Dorspira's speed by 10 feet,
Okay.
and he will have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
All right.
I will not guide him this time because I'm not trying that twice.
All right. Hey. All right. So let's do the third.
I'm sorry, dude, because this is not fair. This is how we meet. This doesn't feel right. I feel like we're bullying
Well, this
you.
is 100% what we would do.
I'm
This is
sorry.
100% what we would do.
This is not who I am. Me as a person. And if I met you in real life, we would be friends.
I got 6 gold on this match, all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
This is fucked up.
another strength check with advantage.
15.
Is he sensing anything, do you think?
With Alton
Maybe not.
spellcasting, you really can't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very skilled at it, especially with your passive perception.
I got an 18.
Yeah.
18?
15.
15? Just right there. Door spirit, you can feel the hair on the back of your fist just starting to get closer and closer to the table. One more. Fourth
One more,
and final.
please.
Fourth and final. Let's see
All right.
Let's see what happens.
All right, so I still get advantage, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Both of you have advantage.
Come on, dice.
Intense stare down.
21.
I got a 21.
21.
Contested.
Just
Contested.
stays right there. Your muscles are both shaking. You can see the fatigue already starting to set in from the straight off strength contest of this. Let's contest it. Another
Here we
check.
go.
This is good.
Fuck. Oh no. I got a 9.
Oh, damn.
I got an 8. But he's gonna pound his chest and do giant's might.
So you see him
Giant.
as you start to
That's cheating.
like as you start to go past the halfway and maneuver his arm closer to the table, you immediately feel his hand start
Captain Large on Dorspira. The second I see that. The second I see it.
so, as both of you grow, give me another one.
Oh boy.
Because I have to. I have to. So I actually don't think it does much for you.
No, but it looked cool.
You just get advantage on it, and you get an
Double
extra D4
advantage.
on your weapon attack.
You already had it. Yeah.
Rewind.
double-
Can I? Oh, I want to take it back now. It's,
It's
too late.
still cool. It's still
Yeah,
cool.
I know.
No,
But I could have reduced him. I could have reduced him.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but this-
so you enlarge doubles you. So you both are now between Giant Might. Everybody that is sitting in this room watching this arm wrestling contest sees this back and forth, just transaction of strength on strength. And as Dorspira, towards the tail end, starts to gain an advantage, this Dragonborn just hits his chest with his offhand, and you can feel his hand start to swell. Quinn sees it out of his hand.
It's like Doctor Strange rune writing shit, and then just like I throw it on him.
Yep, he has gold on this. Your hand starts to become similar in size to his hand, and you find yourself, both of you, locked at the starting position. The next roll will decide. Roll off.
I like this because we're just becoming a mini kaiju battle, which is all I need. You know?
So you still get advantage.
Yeah.
Too bad you can't get double advantage.
I know.
I need to get like a large Dorspira and a large Tushar in arm wrestling form and print them on a table for this.
That's a 21.
I do love this imagery. This is a lot of fun.
A 21?
I got a nat 20, so it's 23.
As the claws of this Dragonborn just pierce in the back of your hand, it not intentionally, it's just the natural form just pulls you, and you're fighting, you're looking at your partners, and you're really giving it a try until BAM, and you hear that thud, and from the back behind you, the doorway that you entered,
I've ever seen.
you hear, bravo! Now that is what the brigade needs more of. And you guys all turn around, and you can see this human figure with like shiny gold armor from head to toe. He has this cloak that is just adorned. There are so many patches on of it. Some of them look like feats awards, and some of them look like Quinn, you would know this. Some of them appear to be runes, almost like sewn on this cloak. He has this golden blonde with streaks of silver, but tasty streaks of silver. His face appears younger than what you would imagine from the rest of his physique. And he says, "Welcome. My name is Terry Darrington. I am the founder, Chief Executive Officer, and Chief Financial Officer of the Darrington Brigade. And can I just say, I like your style." And we're going to take our 10 minutes right there.
Solid.
All right. So
Guys, I could have blessed myself. I forgot. I'm a paladin. I can do that.
Buddy, it's all right.
We'll be
You were
back
close.
in
That was a lot of
minutes.
Chishar deserved to win that, but I'm sad you didn't.
as the Noctua have their conversation with Tarrington.
Some more.
Woo woo! Terry Darrington. I wish I could. I cannot tell you how many times I listened to the Darrington Brigade one shot
Oh yeah.
in the past 2 weeks prepping for this, because you can't have a Diastock encounter or go to Diastock and not experience Terry.
That was
I can't tell you
probably-
how upset I am that Marlo isn't here
Right.
Yeah.
for meta reasons. And Marlo spoke to me this morning at work and was super hyped for this. And this particular encounter is very meta fucked up
Yeah, it is.
for Marlo. And it's anyhow.
It's actually a little bit easier on me because when I was starting it or ending last session with some of this stuff, with Chip telling you guys, and Terry was giving me these giving the camera the faces because of the the meta shit.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Yeah, I mean, it's messed up on like several levels. That like, anyhow,
Yeah, last thing I'll
I
say
love
is,
it.
so Darrington One Shot is my favorite pun related encounter ever.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Marisha kills it with
With her bard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with her copper pot.
Hard,
Oh, it's great.
That was great.
I thought about doing the whole make you get in the sandbox thing and fight each other to prove yourselves, but arm wrestle's good enough.
We all
Arm
know
wrestle
who
is
to work.
good.
It would have been Alton would have reversed gravity on us, and we all would have floated away.
I
Maybe.
can't actually do that yet.
Fighting rings are not Quinn's thing, so he's appreciative.
So, bringing it back. You guys are in the Great Hall. Terry comes in. You got the description. So, did you guys? Oh, wait. That's right. Larry just told me Chip brought you in, so it wasn't the Flyers. A referral. And he pulls out. He actually doesn't pull out anything. He says, Doty. And you see this 9-foot tall automaton creature, Terry. And he just, Terry says, referral. In-house referral for these adventures. Write them down. What are your names? And I'm not going to make you do it, every time. So you guys go one by one and tell them your names. And this 9-foot tall automaton starts writing your names in. Yes.
But maybe we make Connell do his for
Oh.
the sake of
Yes.
Tushar and our listeners.
Yes. For sure. Thank you.
Want me to just describe my character?
Yeah.
Colonel Kilgannon. I am a half-elf rogue with medium-length brown hair, a brown beard, kind of well-maintained, but still kind of scruffy, blue eyes, and a slight bluish hue to my skin. Other than that, seems pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, you get the real sneaky vibe off of this guy.
All black armor, green cape.
So, you come within my house at my back, because my shit just skipped. I think we're good.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
We-
we're okay.
You found the brigade. Actually, Dushar, I was coming to get you. I have a new mission for you. after watching that marvelous show of
When just gets closer to Dodie is like progressively closer to Dodie.
okay, after that show, I do say, I might have a job that is perfect for you. I do have to say, the Darrington Brigade is a non-for-profit organization, first of its kind.
Look over at Connell like,
Yeah, so are we.
But
Excellent.
I mean, I don't actually pay. I mean, so it's hard. We don't really track our.
that's technically true.
I mean, we don't. It might be true. I haven't kept a close look at our books. Never mind. Who's asking?
oh, I'm just letting you know that
My business is my business.
will be whatever mission you do for the Darrington Brigade. You will not. There's no pay for it. You do this for these, and he like kind of like gestures out to his cloak, and you see like I killed a dragon badge, and all kinds of different feats, that he has.
Sorry, I is this like a junior scouts type deal? Like badges, sassage.
Wait, Quinn. Before we jump to conclusions here, I will say that there is some historical precedence for this brigade of Tarians, and I do enjoy adding a good title to our list of titles. We're up to 3 pages so far. They're very impressive. And we could add another page, maybe more. I'm very intrigued.
Well, the boss is intrigued.
I realize, Connell, I realize what I'm asking of you. I'm willing to pay.
I make my own collection of swords, so I can probably take something from this.
What? Here. The kids are too close for this. Follow me. And he'll take you out the mess hall, down the hall, into the great hall that you entered in, up the several series of stairs that are way too elaborate, and everything in this seems like more of a pain in the ass than it needs to be, but it's got a flair to it. You get to the 3rd floor, and he takes you into this one room that's 40 by 40, all stone. This is all stone, cut stone. And there is a table. He says, "Please, if you will, Dodie, drinks, tea." And you see Dodie put the book away and walk over and grab a pot and a tray of cups, and he brings it over to the table and sets it down. He's quite phenomenal. This is version 9.6.31. Much more advanced than where he was in the beginning. Anyways, as you know, or maybe you guys don't know. I don't know you, so I can't say. The Empire is in a weird time. The grasp is a little loose on Diastock, and we've had to step in more than previous years. I was just informed that Dmitri and Jasna, the fellow Win, were just murdered. Now, to you five, like the original party, this doesn't seem like anything. But to you, Tushar, you know these two as a pair of prominent nobles in Diastock. They look over the Bruchar Plaza is their main ward that they look over. You have met some of my creatives, from what I'm told. They're not that great. Let me be honest with you. They're quite horrible. They're great at killing wolves and other monsters. But I need to figure out what is truly going on. I need some investigative types. Is that you? Would you like to earn your name on the list for the Darrington Brigade? It is a quite amazing accomplishment. Tushar will tell you.
I have yet to find a puzzle I couldn't unravel.
No, when you say investigate, you mean subtly investigate, like quietly?
Tell me.
That is not really our specialty anymore.
Are you guys new to the Empire?
I'm Shady Creek's in the Empire, right?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Then, yes.
Shady Creek's in the Graying Wildlands, to the north of the Empire. I believe, yes.
Yes, most of us are from the coast.
I am from there.
Well, then you understand. And Tushar, you understand. The Crown's Guard, well, they don't help out the way they should to the outer cities. Well, maybe it's rightfully so. The Jorhassians have engaged in battle once again. And Grimgalore has been taken over. So the resources available from Starosta McGinnis or the Prime Arbiter Sinnock Truskin have not been on top here. So we have to take this into our own hands. Well, I didn't know Dmitri that well. And my father was a righteous asshole. He did help us. And the market is just the most amazing place in Diastock. Outside of this manor, obviously. So, I would like to know what happened. What happened to him? Who did it? What's going on? If you need to use force, that's on you. Just be smart about it. Because there are always people watching. And you said most of you are from the coast, where they can be a little lenient. It's a little bit easier to sneak off. They're not as dead set on finding the people that wronged them as the Empire is. So, if you do things, just don't mention the Darrington Brigade. Does that sound like something that you guys may be interested in?
It sounds a little like what we already do.
I can't hear you, Mike.
Yeah, and I'm hearing a lot of feedback from you too, like our voices. It sounds like something we could. I kind of look at my buddy, possibly do. Definitely sounds like it could be in our wheelhouse.
Is this?
I mean,
Is that better?
Oh yeah, that's way better.
Okay. Subtlety is our specialty, kind of.
So subtlety's his specialty.
kind of.
It's half of our specialty.
I mean, maybe we'll get it right one of these times if we just keep practicing.
I don't think we're supposed to
You
tell
know?
them that part.
Maybe if we just keep trying to be subtle, one of these times, it'll really work.
Look
So-
at those-
Tushar walks up to Terry, pats him on the shoulder, and says, "You know you've got me."
Kind of trembles a little bit as he looks you up and down. It's a little creepy, but that's why you will be leading this expedition. I want to see what these guys are
Is
made
he
of.
good at investigation? Is that why he's leading this?
He's familiar with the territory. I want to test your skills. See how else you can better help the wine deer in a hole.
Well, like our fearless leader has said to me, we have some time on our hands, so I don't see why not.
Perfect.
Weeks. At least 6 before I even give a fuck.
If you
At all.
if you need rooms, we have discounted prices for them. They are 2 silver a night. You get access to the mess hall. I do provide the food for free. Just
Like
be
a better deal than
careful
we'll get anywhere else.
of what
Perhaps
you
we
say
should
around.
stay for the night. Perhaps we could just stay for a few nights.
Whatever you choose.
We can see what we can turn up.
Just remember, I would never send either of my other squads on a mission like this because they are silly. They are good fighters and good trackers and good killers. But
By all means, we are not silly.
Rarely ever silly.
Marlo's doing something silly right now.
yeah.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
Just, whatever.
rainbow, hand, rainbow. You know.
Yeah, like
Something-
rainbow slinky.
Well, report back to me with what you find. I have some tinkering I need to get done. And a lot more prestigious things that I need to write in my book. So, this should go without saying, but I'm going to say it anyways. Don't fuck up. And
Oh, we never
Don't-
do that.
take forever.
We have literally never
mean,
fucked up.
I'm just saying, I'm going to be forthright with you. If you fuck up, I don't know who you are. I've never seen you in my life.
I will subtly. Do I feel like I trust Terry?
As Andy can't play out his flamboyant nature.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know how Terry. Tim knows how Terry is. I'm just curious if Quinn trusts him.
He seems like a reasonable, loyal, driven guy.
And he says if we fuck up that he's never seen us.
Yeah.
And I'll just wink at him and turn into him and say you still haven't.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll turn back into the form that I was in.
See? This is what I mean. The whole arm wrestling show was absolutely stunning. There's nothing like large men with ripped muscles sweating it out over a good arm wrestling match.
I should have bet on the Dragonborn.
Yeah, I know.
I know it now, and I saw it. I knew it at the time, and I regret it. And I fear I may never get the chance to make it up.
You just see Dorspira subtly
Quinn,
preparing a guiding bolt to shoot at.
double or nothing.
No, just hand down. No.
Some bluish, like yellow energy start to emanate from Owlton's eyes.
Well, never mind. We can talk about
It's,
it
I,
over
all,
at the next campfire.
all I'm saying is that's what we're lacking. I knew some people back in the day when I actually went out there that had what you guys had. And it was exhilarating. The thrill. So, you guys will do it.
Yes, it's agreed. We
Okay.
will take on this task of yours.
All right. Lionel, you can see him. He's on the second floor. There is he will fit you with the appropriate gear as you see fit. All right.
I'll kind of stand up, kind of brush myself. Well, I don't know about the rest of my companions, but gear is not a problem. And I'll like bonus action flip my helmet up where it just like goes.
Yes. He will admire your skills, and that's not what I mean. Our warriors, our adventurers here, they must wear something of the brigade when they go out.
But
I
you don't
thought-
want them
I
to know
thought-
it's us.
Yeah, I thought we weren't supposed to tell them that it was us.
Well,
That we were with you.
I mean, I will just say that you stole it. I will report a break-in as soon as you guys leave. No, I'm joking.
Then,
Us
then
steal
why would we
things?
wear them in there anyways?
We would
We'll-
never steal something, sir.
You know what?
We
Actually,
will
I
do
think
whatever you ask.
I've thought about it again,
Just mixed
and you're
signals.
you're right. Mixed signals. This would be normal for Chip and his group, but the mission I'm sending you on, maybe you should not be as flamboyant. You know what? I think you guys have a great hold on this.
I
So,
agree.
Dimitri, Felderwood, find out what happened to him.
We will.
Okay. And he will usher you out of the room. There's rooms here or anywhere in Diastock, whatever you want to do.
Shall we rest for the night and head out on our investigation in the morning?
Agreed. Let's try to get a cluster of rooms. If we could reserve a block, perhaps. Is that something they do here?
On the second level, you can get a cluster of rooms. How many would you like?
I mean, most of the gentlemen we could pair up. Of course, there's Marlo. She usually doesn't seem to care.
I think she uses the bed.
One time
Okay.
I woke up, she was a dog on the end of my bed. Weird.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So, what? 4 rooms
Okay.
tops.
Yep. 8 silver for 4 rooms. You still get charged for the
Of
rooms.
course.
They're very nice rooms, though.
Alton, you said you're paying, so
I will pay it gold. Thank them graciously.
Quinn will go right to bed. I can't think of anything he wants to do
All right.
before bed.
So you guys, anything else you guys want to do? It is raining, so your question about setting your telescope up is
I wrote down long rest.
okay. So long rest.
I'm going to knock on Quinn's door, walk away, but Alton's going to be Alton's going to be on the ground when he opens the door.
Okay. Yeah. Open the door.
You just hear the clanging of plate mail armor.
Oh yeah, no, it's not subtle at all.
I'll open the door. I'll look down at Owlton. I don't know why. I'll pick up Owlton. I don't want. Gods know what will happen if I leave him out here and someone steals him. I'll put him on my end table, stare at him for a few minutes, turn him around towards the wall, and I'll go to sleep.
Okay. Roll over. Quinn, while you were asleep, your dreams, from your like vantage, from where you see this dream happening, it's above the clouds, like black behind you with speckles of white lights and this blue glow with like a misty fog below you. And several times during this dream you like get that, like, you know that part when you're almost asleep and then you think you're falling off a bridge and you like jump real quick? I don't know if that happens to you guys, but it happens to me like every night before I fall asleep. Like I miss a step and I go to fall down the stairs and I catch myself and it scares me. But a couple times you have that instinct as this pale skinned yellow and black, yellow eyes with black pupils just floats underneath this mist and then fades away. And then, you know, almost towards the end of your rest, you see that same face, almost like he's trying to penetrate this layer, and it does not push those boundaries. You get it's not bad, the rest of it's good, but those are just a couple visuals.
Question.
Yes.
The last time I had a weird dream, did I have Owlton with me? Can't remember. I feel like I've had one other dream like
yes,
this before.
You've had a couple dreams since the day.
Well,
one
yes,
of them,
yes, I've.
the last one you did have in Oth was you had Owlton, and it started out really bad, and then you kind of felt that essence.
Yep. Okay.
Come over and smack the bat out of the air or something like that.
Yep. And this last one, it was someone with pale skin and yellow eyes trying to reach up and get me.
Break through the boundaries. It resembled the painting.
Yeah. Okay. So he was trying to break through to get to me, but this cloud was protecting me.
Yeah, in a way.
Okay. All right.
That's what it appears. The rest of you get your long rest. You wake up in the morning. Put your armor on if you wear it, because I'm guessing you don't sleep in armor.
Nope.
Because if you do, that's a no-go.
Yep.
So, well, it's not a no-go, but that makes things challenging.
Literally, always be prepared.
Sleep in it. Oh, jeez, I feel like I had a 6-inch metal plate shoved in my 4th and 5th rib for the last 8 hours. You have an exhaustion point. No, so you find your way to the mess hall, grab breakfast, grab your gear. What would you like to do?
Big boy, you gonna lead the way? You're leading this expedition, I assume.
What was the location that Terry said that they had died at?
Well, he didn't know where they died. He got word that they were murdered. You saw the guy run out the door when you were heading into the mess hall. You're smart enough to put the pieces together that this was a messenger of sorts. A heads up.
A skinny fellow, if I recall.
They were the lords of the Burshar Plaza, which is the main marketplace in Diastock. Just to give you guys some ideas of how big Diastock is, there's about 10,000 people in this city. So it's similar. It's similar to Phelan.
But I was capable of recognizing this particular runner.
You don't know. You don't know of him at all. I'm saying, as Terry, the way Terry approached you guys, and you noticing him walk out, and then Terry popping in, that you gather that maybe he was the person that told Terry, not the Crown Guard.
Yeah, he was a messenger.
You have crazy intelligence. You're good at putting pieces together.
Ah, yes. Intelligence. Yes. That's something I have.
Anyway, so we should head to the market.
We should probably hit the market.
Logical choice.
Yeah. A lot of people. Do we know how long ago they were murdered?
No.
Okay.
So we head out to the
Is it
market.
still raining outside?
Roll me a D6.
I got a 2.
2. Nope. The clouds haven't completely broke yet, but the sun is starting to peek through, and the rain has stopped, leaving the cobblestone a little slick. But it's not warm. It's nearly midwinter. Even though Diastock is south, it's probably like 45, 50 degrees tops, and probably not even that in the morning. A little bit chillier than that.
All right, we head to the market then.
Okay. So you make your way to the market. You do know that the noble's house was located within the market, as most lords look over their area. They live in it. But it is, as you get closer, it's a 3-story building with a tower that comes out the back for another story that comes to a point. There are... Make a perception check, everybody. Just as you're going through the market.
16.
21.
21.
What?
16.
Wow. Alton?
16 here.
Approaching this building, you can see 6 of the Crown's Guard out front, kind of in guard mode. Like, no one crossed this line kind of thing. Probably about 15 feet off the building, almost standing like on the edge of the street around the whole perimeter of the building that touches the street. For the 21s, you can see as you're walking through the alley and just like getting a general perceiving the area, you can see 2 people through a window on the 2nd floor. Both in the same or similar colors and wearing the same adornments that would be Crown's Guard. One has a helmet on and is extremely hard to make out any details from your distance. The other one has black hair and a yellow frill to his red cloak. But
Alright. Is there a way to sneak up close to the guard without getting too close to see if they're talking at all? Like the ones outside?
sure. Roll a stealth check. Excuse me.
That is a 28.
Alright. 28. You find like that group that rush hour the rush hour walkers. You know, the people that are moving from the garden grounds into the plaza, you know, and just blend in, flip yourself around, weaving through the crowds, and get on the side that's closest to the building. Make a perception check.
I am rolling hot right now. Perception 24.
24. Okay. The first couple that you pass, they're having a conversation. And it's very simple. It's about one guy saying how this is fucking stupid. No one cares about this. He could be recovering from his hangover that he had. And the other guy's like, yeah, I got a hangover too. Actually, you know, picked up that lady that they saw at the bar, and they had a wild time, and, you know, you just move past this. The group that's in the middle they seem like the proper guards. Diligent, you know, they're like someone's kid, like, breaks the line, and they reach down, grab him, push him away. You know, not push him, but guide him back away from this. But you get around the other side, which is closest to the window. And you do hear... Hold on, let me get the name. Katya. She better not be pulling her chain. And the guy that he's talking to says, "Shut up. Not here." And you can see both of them are kind of like nervous. You know? Like you get the feeling with that perception check Like, what's your passive insight, actually?
Passive insight is 14.
14? Something's not right. That name means something. Both of them seem like they're not fully there. You know, like as they have a brief exchange. You don't hear a lot, but you can see in their faces, you know, that distraction in the eye.
All right, I will go back to find the group.
Okay.
Once I get back to them, I'll just turn to Tushar. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. I just want to make sure I pronounce it right. That's all. And just say, do you know a Katya?
Out of character, should I know? I'm not sure. I know a lot of the guard, but I'm not 100% familiar. Maybe I've seen a face, but not a name.
Those guards were worried about her. For some reason, it seemed off, but we have a name. Andy, you're muted.
Roll a history check, Tushar.
Check. It's not pretty, a 5.
5. Sounds familiar, but you can't put your finger on where or when you may have come across this character.
Sounds familiar? Can't remember a thing.
Okay. We at least have a name to go on.
Wait.
What's the name again?
Katya, right?
Yeah.
Did you tell us that they looked odd in their eyes or anything? I can't remember if you told us that.
I said it was definitely off how they were talking. I believe their exact words were, Katya better not be pulling our chain. Shut up, not here. You know, paraphrasing.
Yeah. They. Okay.
Might not hurt to kind of walk around the market and see if anyone else is talking or maybe knows this Katya.
I'm certainly willing to bump into some strangers.
I'm following the big man, so lead the way.
Yes, certainly follow me.
Nice.
Can I do a perception to check the rounds of the guards as I see them?
Okay. How long are you guys gonna stay, like, observing this, like, mingling and stuff?
Like in the market?
Yeah, like, what are your intentions? Are you saying you're, like, gonna just walk around the market but make rounds by this and see if you can tell when their rotations are, or...
I don't know why I want to do this, but I have... sorry, answer the question. I have an idea, though.
Is that what you're looking for, Tushar? Like if they swap out, or if they're consistent, or...
Something like that. I guess I would know, at least out of the group, know the most about who, where, what, if I see it.
Okay. Yeah, roll a perception check then. If you're actively, like, looking at the guards, seeing if you know, or anything.
If I have time, 10 minutes while we're listening and talking, I'd like to ritually cast Detect Magic.
Okay. I mean, if you guys are gonna spend a little bit, watching and all of that, I would say, yeah, You can find a spot where you can sit down and or at least concentrate long enough to cast a spell.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast detect magic every once in a while. I want to look at guards, mainly people around, see if see anything funny.
Okay. To Shar, to answer your question, you said 13.
Yep.
So, after about 3 hours of just walking around the market, there is a rotation in the guards. They are relieved with new guards. And one of them, you know him. He's Edward. Puny human. One of those guys that joined the guard because his family did it, but he definitely doesn't look like he should be in the guard. That whole trope.
Okay.
That whole, the whole thing. Quinn, during the time of you walking around, you do come across several merchants that have some form of magic. One of them is a necklace on a female, a tiefling, that emanates detect magic. Does that tell you the school too?
I don't know. I have to look at that. Detect magic.
God, I should learn that. I can steal so many nice things.
Yeah, right.
I think so, technically.
Yeah.
I'm just double check because I know identify does.
I mean, it's
identify
also up to
tells
you.
Me.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
I learned
your
the school
world,
of magic.
brother.
Yeah, I learned the school of magic. It says.
Okay, so the tiefling is selling like these weird trinkets, and the whole theme is relics of the Sirios. There's like some weird shaped rock, and she has this necklace that emanates a school of evocation. One of the merchants appears to be this like fit elven man, and he's wearing clothes to match that physique. But you get the essence is illusion.
And that he's wearing that. He's not selling that.
No, I'm saying one of the guys that you see that has some form of magic on his body or his person, that magic is illusion, and what you see is this fit elven male. You get close to the house, because they're about 10 feet off. So, yeah. And you do get a bit, one bleep. Not from a guard. Not from someone outside. And that
So it is from a guard?
Not from anybody outside.
Not from a guard. Okay.
You can more of tell that it's at an angle, like in the building. And hold on, let me look up something just so I can tell you the school, because that's cool. I want to say it's abjuration.
All right.
I'm just looking. All right.
So just to clarify, this one's from where?
This one's from inside the noble's house.
Okay.
But you do get that in a couple castings. What would you like to do?
Anyone else?
While he's doing that, I would have just been walking around the market. If I heard anything about the murders or Akatia or anything like that.
Make another perception check for this.
Okay. Oh man. That is a 23.
You do come across a couple individuals talking about rumors. One of them you see as they have this conversation, like pulls her kid closer to him, just naturally, like instinctively. 23. Towards the midpoint of the day, there is that tiefling. Quinn, do you point out your findings?
Yeah. I imagine Colin and I would have stuck pretty close during all this. I point out the net. Yeah, I point out the necklace to him. I point out what I suspect. You said the robe he was wearing. And then that there's something abjuration in that house.
So, one point, like after that, you're like doing your round, just walking through, and you see that tiefling talking to a hooded figure, like a midnight blue cloak pulled over the face. You can't make out any of the conversation. And
real quick, is that hooded figure the one he points out for the magic?
No. This one appears to be female, and it also looks like the merchant isn't happy, like, or distraught kind of by this. Like, you can see a tremble to her. And before you, like you're looking, you almost bump into somebody. You take your eye off, you look back.
Andy, I hate saying that. I don't want to say this now that you just said that, but I was about to ask. I want to cast see invisibility.
Okay. What's the range?
It is an hour, and it is I think it's just my visual range.
So
it doesn't give me like a range.
Okay.
So it's, whatever you think my eyesight range is.
Seeing how we're in Matt Mercer world, and I will stick true to how he wants this world run. For the most part, roll a perception check.
Right.
And are they both gone when we look back?
No, the tiefling's still there.
That's
like
21.
She looks like she's rearranging, fidgeting. 21. You see two people. One of them is on the opposite side of the market, just leaning up against one of the stone walls that leads to a stairway into another section of the market, and you see another figure that runs off to an alleyway that's on the west side of the market, leading away from where Connell points us out.
How far away is the one who ran?
About 60 feet now.
Is there anybody else near him, or is he by himself?
No, they don't seem like they're with anybody. There are a couple people in the area. Yes.
And he ran, but within 10 feet of him.
Yes, there are people within 10 feet of him, but you don't think they appear in your normal vision, not in your
Yeah,
X-ray
yeah.
vision.
No. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if there was anybody within 10 feet of him. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah,
Regular people.
Yeah, regular people. There is. Several.
Do
Okay,
it.
okay. No, I'm not. I will quietly point them out to Connell, even though I know he can't see them.
Yeah. You see Quinn just point, like, 2 stalls over, you can see this alleyway that leads up, like an incline, little curvy alleyway.
What?
You see one person with a basket on their head, like carrying goods, and another guy that's like hunched over, looks to be homeless.
Sorry, what do the people who are invisible look like?
The one that's leaning up against the stone wall, human. I'd say adventurer dressed, has armor on, has a sword. That one that you saw running away was a little far to make out the particular details, but the one thing you do pick up is the way they ran, like their movements. You catch like the cloak go tight as she turns to the side, and you can make out the body form, and it is a female.
Do these two look connected in any way?
No. What's your passive insight?
My passive insight is 15.
Yeah. No. Honestly, with a 15, the guy that's leaning up against the wall seems to be watching a particular vendor. It could be a protector. It could be someone casing the joint. I mean,
Okay.
you know that the Myriad is heavy in the Empire.
Yeah. I'm gonna tap Connell and say, change your face and come with me.
Do what? And I'll disguise self.
and follow me. And we're gonna head towards where that. I'm gonna try to keep tabs on that one who was running away.
Okay.
Real quick, just one other question. The tiefling, is it like a vendor or anything like that, or is it just a random person?
It's a vendor. It's
Vendor,
a vendor.
okay.
She has the Sirios relics from the Sirios, and it's like maybe a small piece of ivory from what you gather is like a mammoth or an elephant.
And
there's all kinds of like flint arrowhead, all kinds of different intriguing like stones, not swords. You know, it's that guy at the fall festival that has, you know, the weird stuff that you want to buy.
I just want to remember where that stall is. That's it.
Yeah. Like I said, change your face, follow me, and I'm just gonna grab Connell and we're gonna head in that direction. Move quickly, not like booking it. I still want, but I want to catch up.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Right, Tushar, you said that guard I recognized was Egbert?
Edward.
Edward, okay, I wanted to make sure I wrote that down. I nonchalantly walk up to him.
All right.
So, like, long lost friend, stand awkwardly next to him, and shoot the breeze. And Edward, how long has it been?
It's a long time. What are you doing here?
I live here.
He's gonna-
What are you doing here?
No, I don't mean here. Curious that you show up here. And he's gonna try to stand as tall as he can, but I mean, it doesn't make a difference to you. You know, it's just...
Oh, let me stop slouching.
Yeah.
All right. You still seeing that girl? What's her name? Katie, Tanya. What's her face?
Oh, Tatiana.
Yeah. She's still good?
Yeah.
I thought
I
you were seeing
guess,
that
I
girl.
mean-
What's her name? Katya? Were you seeing her before?
He just looks away, doesn't acknowledge.
Well, if you see anything, let me know. Just walk away.
Make a persuasion check.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
That's a 19.
19. Hold on one second. Flipping pages, guys. Flipping pages.
Yeah.
Meet me at it as you like turn around to walk away and say that, he like grabs your wrist. Then immediately he like steps back, like knowing that he just did that and he didn't think about whether you could fucking knock him out and kill him in winter. And he goes, I heard there's a new artist from Zadash playing at the Snake and Beetle tonight.
The Snake and Beetle, you say?
Yeah.
I'll have to go check them out. Thank you for the recommendation.
You know, don't come there looking like... Well, actually, he wouldn't say that to you because you're not armored up. It's low-key.
Oh, so I should be less shiny? I should go roll in the mud? Is that it?
No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. But, yeah, it's starts at sundown.
Maybe I'll bring a date. Thank you very much, Edward. You have a good day. Smack him on the back.
You push him over and he like, trips a little bit. I'm actually going to make him do a dexterity saving throw for that. Yeah, he does all right, catches himself, like wants to snarl at you, but won't do it. He's one of those passive aggressive guys. He's just, it's all in the mind.
Great.
All right, so let me write this. Dia stock. All right. Snake and Beetle. All right, so I know what you two are doing, Alton and Dorspier. You got anything going on while everybody is doing this?
You can see Dorspia really want to go with Kyle and Quinn, but for once in his life, something holds him back because he really, like divine intervention is like the moon was like, you fucking idiot, I can't deal with you being stupid all the time.
As you hear Quinn, like you see Quinn grab Connell's shoulder and say, "Look different," or whatever you say, and they dash off. You turn around to go, and some merchant with a cart pulls in, and you just clang into him, creating that little bit of divide. Just, jerky. Would you like jerky? 1 copper piece. I got venison jerky. I got beef jerky. I got chicken jerky.
So, Spear, come here. Come with me. We're going to try to find some fresh toffee.
I was gonna ask, does the vendor also happen to sell toffee?
I got jerky, but there's good
Yes,
toffee.
I know you do. Don't listen to them. Trust me, Spear. They do this all the time. They're
Beef jerky,
sleazy.
venison jerky, chicken jerky, turkey jerky. I even got this news. It's green pepper jerky for all the people that don't like the red meat and the white meat and the dark meat and all the meats.
Should we get some pepper jerky for Marlowe? Nah, I'll
Right.
pick up, yeah.
All right. He gives you green pepper jerky.
That is a good idea.
It's like a fried, like, what's the long green peppers? Like, come on.
Portobello?
Yes. Yeah, one of those. But it's like marinated and dehydrated.
Or it could be a poblano. Those are
A poblano. That's what I'm thinking.
okay.
I like poblano. They're my favorite peppers.
Good, good.
But 1 copper piece. So I'm gonna say it's almost 11:30. We will start next session with you two chasing down an invisible creature, and the rest of you seeing them move on this, but being a step behind, as it was initiated for just them. With that being said, we have the Chaotic Chronicles on Saturday, which they are about to either get fucked up or fuck up some really ancient motherfuckers. So that'll be fun. Tune in 9 o'clock for that. And then Sunday, etc. Hopefully we get through it. We should. And enjoy Lexa at the helm, which is fun and creepy. Until then, we love you. And wear your fucking mask. Like and subscribe. Fuck! Mike's here! I don't need to do that! Have a great night, guys.